Young and the Restless early spoilers July 15 to 19. Victor targeted in summer hits back hard. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Young and the Restless sees major events are set to unfold in Genoa City starting Wednesday, July 10th. Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziadei, and Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom, discuss leaving town. They are going to visit Heather's father, Paul Williams, dubbed Davidson. Meanwhile, Sharon Newman reminisces about her late daughter, Cassie Newman, and she spends time with Lucy Romalotti, Lily Brooks O'Brien, and Faith Newman, reeling Castor. In business matters, Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, confronts Audra Charles, Zalika Silver. It's about her working relationship with Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller. And Summer and Kyle clash over the living arrangements of their son, Harrison Locke, Redding Munsell. The tension spills over to Daniel, and this leads to confrontations and revelations about past events, and it includes the accident that led to Cassie's death. On Thursday, July 11th, Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, grapples with her place in the family, and Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, faces pressure from her daughter, Katie Abbott, Sienna Mercury. Devin Hamilton, Brayton James, and Nate scheme against Billy Abbott. Also, Lily Winters contemplates a risky move that could shake up Chancellor Abbott. Young and the Restless spoilers, new alliances for Sally Spectra and Summer Newman. The week rounds off on Friday, July 12th, with potential alliances forming and boundaries being drawn. Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, attempts to mend fences with Summer Newman, and Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, sets ground rules likely related to Adam Newman, Mark Grossman. Victor discusses his expectations for Adam at Newman Media, and there are hints at potential conflicts with Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. Looking ahead to the week of July 15th, viewers can expect more intrigue with Victor targeted in Summer making her next move. The dynamics in Genoa City are shifting, and no one is safe from the impending drama. Get all your daily Young and the Restless spoilers and news here and stay tuned for updates on your favorite characters' fates. Write a creativity 3,000-word Young and the Restless early spoilers July 15 to 19. Victor targeted in Summer hits back hard. Apologies for the earlier confusion. Here's a creative narrative based on the early spoilers for the Young and the Restless during the week of July 15 to 19, focusing on Victor Newman being targeted and Summer Newman hitting back hard. Shadows over Genoa City. The summer sun bathed Genoa City in a golden hue, but beneath the warm glow, a storm was brewing. Victor Newman, the patriarch of the Newman family, sat in his office at Newman Enterprises, his gaze fixed on the city's skyline. Despite his empire's vastness, he sensed an unseen threat looming, a feeling he hadn't experienced in years. Meanwhile, at Chabot Cosmetics, Summer Newman paced her office, her mind racing. The recent upheavals in her personal life, especially concerning her estranged husband, Kyle Abbott, had left her on edge. But Summer was not one to back down. She was a Newman after all. The unseen adversary. Victor's instincts were seldom wrong. Reports of unusual stock movements and whispers of a hostile takeover reached his ears. Someone was targeting Newman Enterprises, and they were playing for keeps. Determined to unmask his adversary, Victor enlisted the help of his trusted confidant, Michael Baldwin. "Michael, I need you to dig deep. Find out who's behind this," Victor ordered, his voice a mix of authority and concern. "I'll get on it right away, Victor," Michael replied, sensing the gravity of the situation. Summer's resolve. Across town, Summer discovered that Kyle was planning a trip to Paris with Audra Charles. Fury and betrayal coursed through her veins. Confronting Kyle at society, she couldn't contain her anger. "A trip for two to Paris? You really have lost your mind, haven't you?" Summer's voice echoed through the upscale restaurant, drawing the attention of other patrons. "Kyle, taken aback by her outburst, tried to explain. Summer, it's a business trip. Glissade is relocating to Genoa City, and this is part of the transition. But Summer wasn't convinced. The wounds from their past were still fresh, and this felt like another betrayal. The Newman family meeting. Victor called for a family meeting at the Newman ranch. Nikki, Nick, and Victoria gathered, each sensing the urgency. Someone is trying to undermine our family and our company, Victor began, his tone grave. We need to stand united. Victoria, always the strategist, chimed in. Do we have any leads on who's behind this? Not yet, but Michael is on it, Victor replied. In the meantime, we need to be vigilant. Summer's counterattack. Determined not to let Kyle's actions go unanswered, Summer devised a plan. She reached out to Phyllis, her mother, and a master schemer in her own right. Mom, I need your help, Summer began, laying out the situation. Phyllis's eyes gleamed with mischief. Oh, honey, you came to the right person. Let's show them what we're made of. Together, they plotted to disrupt Kyle and Audra's business dealings, aiming to hit them where it hurt the most, their ambitions. Michael's discovery. Michael's investigation bore fruit. He discovered that Ian Ward, a notorious conman with a vendetta against the Newmans, was behind the attacks on Newman Enterprises. Ian had been operating from the shadows, using intermediaries to mask his involvement. Victor, it's Ian Ward. He's back, and he's targeting you, Michael reported. Victor's eyes narrowed. That snake, he won't know what hit him. The confrontation. Armed with this knowledge, Victor set a trap for Ian. Using false information about a lucrative deal, he lured Ian into making a move. When Ian took the bait, Victor confronted him. Did you really think you could take me down, Ian? Victor's voice was cold, his presence imposing. Ian smirked. The mighty Victor Newman, always thinking you're untouchable. And yet, here you are, caught in your own web, Victor retorted. Summer's triumph. Meanwhile, Summer and Phyllis's plan succeeded. They exposed discrepancies in Audra's dealings, leading to a fallout between her and Kyle. Kyle, realizing his mistakes, sought out Summer. Summer, I was wrong. I let my ambition cloud my judgment, Kyle admitted, his eyes filled with regret. Summer, holding her ground, replied, It'll take more than words, Kyle. Prove to me that you've changed. The aftermath. With Ian back behind bars and Newman Enterprises secure, the Newman family breathed a sigh of relief. But the events had left their mark. At Crimson Lights, Sharon Newman experienced a disturbing nightmare, waking up in tears. The trauma of recent events weighed heavily on her, hinting at more challenges to come. Resilience and rebuilding. The week had tested the Newmans and those around them. But through resilience,